Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be what I read in March, which is last month. Today is the 1st of April and I'm currently reading Knife Edge by Mallory Blackman, which is the second book in the Noughts and Crosses series, which I read last month. And if you've watched my previous video, my first video, I said that I've only started to start reading again because I was watching it on YouTube, different booktubers, and yeah, it really inspired me to start reading. So I almost gave this book 5 stars, but there's something around about 3/4 that happens which I didn't really like, so I was like, I can't give it 5 stars because it's not perfect, but everything else is, you know, phenomenal, so it definitely had to get 4 stars. So Noughts and Crosses is the first book in the series by Mallory Blackman, and if you've not read anything about it, I'll quickly give you a synopsis. So basically, the world, I'm pretty sure it's UK. Last video I said it was set in the UK, but I didn't know for sure, but I'm pretty certain it is, and it's kind of like the cards are flipped. So in society, black people are seen as the normal people, and they colonized the UK from Africa, and the white people, or the Noughts is what they're called, they're seen as inferior. And it's a great novel because it highlights the racism that's built in society nowadays, but obviously the other way around, and it clearly emphasizes how there's still a divide between races, from all races really, between the way we look at certain people and assume different people and how they act just because of their race or their skin color. And Mallory Blackman does a really good job at highlighting the things we still need to do as a society to solve racism once and for all. So I highly recommend you pick this up because it's a very interesting read, and I think the second book is going to be even better, so yeah, you should definitely go and pick this one out. And the second book I read in March was The Maze Runner. So this is the first in the Maze Runner trilogy by James Dashner, and as I said in the previous video, I was very late to this series. I've watched all the films, but the books I have not read. And I gave this one a 4 star. I really liked most of the characters. I liked Newt and I think, yeah, I like Chuck and Thomas at some points, but I hate Teresa. I hate Teresa in the films as well, but her character is just so annoying, and there's one part where she's like, oh Thomas, you need to think quicker. I'm like, well, he's trying his best, okay? He's going through trauma just like you are, so let him be, okay? Anyway, so yeah, I gave this 4 stars. I liked the plot. I think the pacing was good overall. And yeah, it made me want to read the second one, Scorched Trials, for this month. And I'm really excited to see how the plot develops. I can't remember much from the second film, so it would be nice to read it and find out what happens in the next installment. And then the third book I read in March, I don't actually have with me because I sold it on, and it is Later by Stephen King. So this is his latest novel, and it's for the Hard Case Crime collection, where it's like these different short novels about different crimes, and different authors contribute to it. So Stephen King has written 2 other ones, and this is his 3rd one for this collection. And I was actually sent this through Amazon for free, and I wasn't going to read it, but I was like, well, everyone talks about Stephen King, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to read it and see what he's all about. And I gave it 3 stars. I didn't really like it. It was an okay book, but like I wouldn't recommend it or read it again. I think it was the pacing and just the characters, I didn't really connect with them. I mean, the protagonist was a child, but they were like 9 years old, 9 or 10, and they were like swearing and acting really rude. I was like, well, I don't empathize with this character at all. And I just felt like the plot was very slow, and that it like suddenly quickly changed tempo, like just with the click of a flash, and it didn't really explain what was happening. And on the blurb they said there was this huge crime to solve, and I read it, I was like, well, where is this huge crime? So yeah, I was a little disappointed with it, but it wasn't like horrendous. I still liked some of the plot and the interactions between some of the characters. So if you like Stephen King, I guess you could read it, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. So those are the books I read in March, and I'm really excited to read some more in April. Please comment down below what you read in March, and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.